cheer. Ah! Hello. How are you all doing today on this Saturday morning? I am Puppy Park. This is Joanna. She's out there doing her thing. I forgot to dye this outfit. However, now looking at it just now, the blue light does match the blue outfit. So I guess you know, there's a match there. That's pretty good. It's also purple, so it actually works more as when it's lit up and stuff. That's nice at least. Anyway, yeah, we're back at the Krispy Kreme. Beware of spoilers, as I am at the level 84 quests for Final Fantasy XIV and Walker, and we are at this area. Quite an interesting place, let me tell you. There's fantastic creatures about. These little camping ways, nemming ways, and coping ways, gunning ways, whatever you want to call them. They're there. They're a ways away. And they've been tasked with helping the people of Eorzea leave the planet when the final days happens. That sounds distressing, to be honest. It's like, yeah, you guys get to leave the planet, yay! Huh? Alright, I guess. And that's really the plot line right now. So we gotta go and figure out why we have to leave the planet, I guess. Because I would assume running away isn't really the greatest response to all that's happening. Also, they're pretty bad at their jobs, because apparently it just seems very they have not prepared. I passed the door. What are you talking about? I just realized that I think I'm at the wrong floor. I didn't need to go up again. I keep thinking I do. Woo! Whoa! Why did I think I had to? There's also a big ass fucking area. Also, I thought that was an aetheryte crystal. That's just a crystal. That's a rainbow. Wait a minute. Why does that remind me of the rainbow crystal from Eden? Huh. Yawning, wait, you have any answers to this rainbow crystal being from Eden? Are you supposed to do it again? No, never mind. How about you, Hopping Way? I think I've talked to you before, though. Another time. Watching Way, you're watching this crystal? I've been watching you, and you look like you could use some extra vim and vigor. Could I interest you in an iron carrot? No, I'm good. I don't need any fucking carrots. Take that shit on my face. These things are adorable, but something tells me they're not good at their job. They have not done any research on anything that's happened in this entire plot line. And everything is huge. Which also suggests that yeah, we're not the people of Amaranth, or as now we know, the entire planet used to be called Adaris. That is just a big name drop right there. We just used to be called Adaris. I guess we technically are still that. Odd. Do you suppose the clothes they prepared will be as grossly oversized as the carrots? You know, I don't know, ma'am. I also should probably check my voice just one more time, just to be safe that I'm good. The carrots. You know. That sounds good. It's hardly sun-soaked tapestries, but perhaps we'll be pleasantly surprised. They're probably very small for their size. Garments born of the heavens, crafted with methods ancient and forgotten, just befitting we who walk in shade, stewards of the esoteric. So basically, you're saying that they don't match. I could speak. You play this game long enough, you start to speak. You start to understand what Iriandre says. It kind of worries you. Also, wait. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a phone call. Please. Dealing with my parents and the internet is, as always, a fun thing. Thing is, he may ask me to come by and help him later. I hope that's not the case. But, for now, we can keep going. Here we are, the Apparel Production Station. We've chosen to employ more traditional methods for this task, creation magics. Heidelin, in her infinite wisdom, blessed us with the self-same affinity for magic her people possessed. We have other amazing talents, of course, and I know you're dying to hear about them. I will regale you with the details another time. That said, we did run into a spot of trouble first. Our magic alone was not sufficient to see our work done. In the end, we discovered crystallized ether was a wonderful catalyst that could provide us with the extra vis we need. My, how resourceful. Ah, the sweet sound of recognition! You will also be impressed to hear we've read all about your habit of changing attire to match your chosen profession. Oh, that's good, at least, you know that. For the sake of efficiency, I presume. This has also been taken into account with our designs. But why take my word for it when you can simply try on our clothes? Are you guys going to be the people who give me my job gear? My artifact gear? Make yourselves known to the workers and they will see to the rest. Zoop. This place is huge. I'm not 10 feet tall. Oh, shit. Supporter. Well, like the support they give me is murdering me. Wait, how do I get up there? Oh, here it is, stairs. Do I have to jump? I have to jump each step. Oh, don't fall. Hello, Restless Loperet. You don't even have a name. Ah, it's you, one of the visitors from Atheris. Goodness me, mapping way wasn't kidding. You really are smaller than the Watcher. Oh, right. You're here to try on a set of clothes, yes? Would you have me fashion for you today? Oh, my outfit resembles my bloodlust. Something simple yet functional. Fashionable, resigned ensemble. Embodies my bloodlust sounds like the thing I want. Yeah, sure. An outfit that embodies my bloodlust. Embodies what? This will only take a moment. What are you gonna give me? There we are. All finished, my friend. A perfect fit, if I do say so myself. Why does gear look like it's from like a level 5? I'd be lying if I said I understood what bloodlust is, but I assume it's something you enjoy. I made certain the clothes are flexible yet sturdy enough to endure whatever it is you plan to do while wearing them. I mean, I guess it's good for messes if I, you know, kill people. Would you look at that? Speechless. And there I thought, you may not like it. If you've a mind to try something else, why not speak with my fellow artisans? I'm sure they'd be happy to oblige. You must continue wearing these garments in order to progress. You will change back to your normal garments if you move too far away. Look, no! It's like, continue being fashion forward. Awesome. What is my character's name? Stats. Is it glamored? No, it's just constantly has this on. Like, it kind of is glamored. It's like fake glamored. Fake glamored even is a thing. Dress for the occasion. Damn Skippy. Jump up. A jubilant loperate. No one said you're becoming. How can I help you? You wish to try my clothes? Really? Oh, of course. It would be my honor. Did you have anything in mind? Surprise me. Got anything with a little more flair? Yeah, I like flair. I think I can handle that. Let's see. This should do. Alright, what we got? What the fuck is this? This looks like I'm leveling. And I don't know what glamour is. So basically it looks like when I played When Reborn. It's not my best work yet. Times and tastes truly have changed. It used to be so rare for anyone to request clothing with a focus on a form over a function. That's not what I said at all. Thankfully, I had a spare concept of robes made using different fabric. I think it looks rather fetching. I can't even see her eyes, but I'm pretty sure she's just like, what the fuck? I was worried about how the concept would turn out when put to the proof, but it looks stunning on you. Why don't you go and show Living Way? I'm sure he's eager to see what you've come up with. I want to talk to my NPCs and my friends, and they're just gonna be like, "What the fuck are you wearing? What is that? It looks like you stepped into the clown factory. It looks like the same outfit that you wore during our beginning days in the Realm Reborn. What is wrong with you?" My, don't you look splendid? Why does it look like your outfit that actually matches? The result of much trial and error, but I know quality work when I see it. Shh, you needn't speak. I can see your adoration for the moon and we loperates in your eyes. No doubt your friends feel the same, having sampled our creation. Oh no, oh no. Oh God. Oh. Oh. Sorry to keep you waiting. They insisted we sample all of their concepts ere we returned. Verily, 'tis an ensemble most becoming. What? Just staring at each other. We're all just like, what is this? It's just I'm just all we don't have anything to say. I think it's past time we returned these clothes. Are they all robes? I was so confident our garments would meet with your approval. Whatever are we doing wrong? Well, you guys don't have a sense for style. Matching sense. And I'm bad at that. So I bet the glamour people who just glamour in this game are just like, God, what have you done? The Watcher taught us that in his time, everyone wore the same robes. To do so otherwise would be against social etiquette. We thought we could appeal to modern taste by tailoring the robes to specific professions, but I mean, you tried. Please, you mustn't be so hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Adaris, they will most certainly have need of your attire. It is clear you spared no effort in addressing our needs, but you must understand that we are not quite so homogeneous. Speak for yourself. You two were in black. Same color coordination there, right there, you know? Speaking for myself, what I wear now better suits my tastes, even if it is of inferior make. But there are others whose choices may be influenced by traditions or personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, you must consider the individual as their potential preferences. I fear we've underestimated the complexity and diversity of your people. Even if we'd memorized every tome we received, I doubt we'd have fared much better. Maybe we're doing disservice trying to show how you all with our babbles and frippery, thinking it was for your benefit, when you'd be better off on your own. There are some who might agree. People who prefer to keep others at arm's length, even when they know they shouldn't. As one such former fool, I'd like to ask you a question. This plan to evacuate and escape the final days, did it account for the reflections of the source as well? Not that I'm aware of. We were born of Hydaelyn's love for Adaris. Everyone else can go fuck off, to be honest. So, that star, and that star alone, has ever been our aim. So early, it's better to devote ourselves to saving one world than divide our efforts across 14 and risk failing them all. I suppose you're right. No, we ain't. We get... Dankred's like, no, I'm not doing this plan. Living Way, might we have leave to explore Bestway's burrows unattended? You have given us much to think about. Why, certainly. Until later, then. I think it's just all for us setting in that, we're gonna die if we don't do anything. If I may, I should like to accompany thee a while longer. Really? I mean, you're more than welcome to. There was actually something I wish to speak to you about. Let's be off then, shall we? Alright, good luck, Orianche. I don't know why you're gonna do that. Hello? Have you taken an interest in me, person? What do you need? What help can I give you? Huh? My apologies. I wasn't trying to spy or anything. Everyone's been talking about the visitors from Adaris, and I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. I was excited at first, but now I'm worried. What if the people of Adaris refuse to come? What if we can't save them? It's clear we've made a mess of things. Oh, but wait. You still haven't visited the domiciles. Once you see them, you'll understand how wonderful the moon truly is, I'm sure of it. I'll be waiting for you by the teleporter near the entrance. Oh, and the name's Growing Way, by the way. See you soon. Growing Way. Alright. Well, we can teleport there. It's only 70G. This place is huge. It is literally the zone. Part of the zone itself. It's as if the moon is just two zones. This inside domicile area and just the outside the moon. You're here. You're really here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sorry, what should I call you? Joanna. Joanna Joyster of the Joyster clan. That's not really a clan of it. It's just two parents. Joanna Joyster, eh? Crikey, your name's amazing. Names are amazing. Well, Joanna, we'll be using this teleporter to enter the residential area. Whenever you're ready. Sure. Welcome to Moon Housing.
Ready in the teleporter.
You're a dude. I thought that thing on your head was a hair. It's fine. Don't know why I thought that. A very different voice, I thought. Oh! What's going on?
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
Oh, where am I going? Oh, I just teleported up here.
A private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Huh? Rianja, you keeping secrets again?
Just a precaution.
What's going on?
I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
We don't want to come up here at all. We want to save our planet.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really, but the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting.
We just want our planet. That's what we want. Dankred wants to save Reen and the people on the first.
We need to know. We can, we will do better. But time is not on our side. The final days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve.
I don't know, if I stop doing the quest, it'll wait forever. It'll never come.
Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Atheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand? Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work.
Well, Rianji does appreciate
Oh, quite good at
great,
pretending that's the case, at least. Calm,
work.
collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too.
A little bit.
You understand that in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Come again?
Say everyone always comes to me and tells me to keep their secrets and do their things.
Idle musings. 'Tis no trifle thou dost ask, yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do that Realm Reborn
Realised the residential quarters were
cutscene.
inaccessible, you see.
where you just then jump in the air and then bow.
But you're still in
Everyone
one
remember
piece.
that? After the Titan quest?
All's well
Well,
that ends well, yes?
right before fighting Titan.
Won't happen again.
After
I
doing all
promise.
those goddamn feast quests. I'm not talking about the PvP. Thank you. Wait, we didn't hear his response. We don't know what he said. No. I guess I gotta go ask him myself. Although my character doesn't ask people things at all, so it'll be a while. I'm gonna think that Urianju was like, no, I think we have to save the planet. I don't think I can convince my friends that this will be a good endeavor. Growing way. Do you like some undue voltage? I just poured some in some ice. Gosh, that was embarrassing. I promise to be more careful from now on. Since the residential quarters are closed for now, I rerouted our teleporter to allow travel between the floors instead. Hopefully it proves itself useful in the meantime. This is actually very helpful, thank you. Shame you couldn't see it though. You really would have liked it. Fury again gear. You can now travel between the upper and lower floors of the Best Ways Burrow. Thank you, Growing Way. It may not seem like it, but we've been planning for this far longer than I'd care to admit. Each time we woke up, we'd have a long discussion about how to save as many people as we can. Felt like everyone had an opinion on this or that. But one thing we all agreed upon was that the people of Adaris wouldn't take action to save themselves until it was far too late. That's why we're striving to make the moon a vibrant, magical place they'd help out a chance to visit, rather than waiting for the flames of oblivion to get them off their tails and force them to accept our invitation. The residential quarters may not be up to the necessary standards just yet, but there are plenty of other places worth seeing. You've already had a look around the Caratorium, but wait until you see what's waiting for you at the east end of the borough. Follow me. Okay. But yeah, they're planning to be like, yeah, we're just gonna... Wait, why teleport to the bottom when you can fall with style? Oh, the teleport is right there. I don't want to fall then. It's like closer to the 8th right, I assume. Or I assume it's one of those 4 big circles. No, never mind. It was there-ish. Oh, I guess it was there. All fun and games. But yeah, they're not going to save any of the other universes. That's fucked up. I did all that work in Shadowbringers and for what? You gonna tell me it's gonna go away? Hell no. Help those people, goddammit. Why am I walking? I don't know. Yo, Growing Way, what up? I gotta do moon fates to make this path a lot faster. Good, you're here. Through this door is Greatest Endsvale. It was named as such because it's the veil to end all veils. The most beautiful forest you'll ever see. A forest? Oh. We understand the people of Adaris enjoy taking leisurely walks through natural spaces and the like, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. How about we start a nice stroll to the fountain? This way. The last part of this area is apparently pretty big. Let's go on my shiny mount. Oh, okay. I was expecting more dirt on the ground, but still it looks pretty. I was expecting actually like a biodome, a real ass forest. Oh, these aren't even. I just realized they're not even trees. They're just light fixtures. We have slides. Oh, hell yeah. Yo, up, Snapping Way. The children of Dirt are said to enjoy slides, but I cannot for the life of me see why. Building it was fun, I suppose. At least you had fun some way, you know? Know what I'm saying? Yeah. This beats a bop. Oh, there's a waterfall though. That's nice. And a cleaner. There you are. Why didn't I not see you? You're very tiny. So, what'd you think of the forest? Is it positively pleasant? Simply sublime? I couldn't see the forest. Or the trees. Wait, you don't mean no crystals out there? You're facing the chocobo's plumage and taking a good long whiff. Oh my god! I'm gonna go with I couldn't see the forest. Or the trees. You're pulling my tail. You're in the forest right now. This isn't a forest growing way. This is just... Oh, it's not that. Building the place was a challenge, let me tell you. Since we were born here, we've never seen trees in person before, let alone a forest. The information sent by our collaborators was quite enlightening. But after much deliberation, we decided to use crystalline constructs in place of living trees. And thanks to the atmospheric circulation system, the place produces air as clean as you'd find in a forest of a terrace. The fountain here behind us, powered by a rather large crystal adorning its top, plays a vital role in supplying us with fresh water. Much time and effort was spent making it the most spherical of spheres, and I dare say the unparalleled roundness speaks for itself. I enjoy nothing more than a nice, long stretch and a spot of relaxation whenever I come up here. You look like you could do with a stretch yourself. Well, it's always important to stretch. Oh, hang on. Actually, I just do /stretch. Okay, it doesn't exist. Wait, it says in the... Is that maybe I misspelled it. Did I misspell stretch? I misspelled stretch. Yep, that's good. What'd I do? I forgot the T and the CH at the end. Oh, I have to do it for you? Whoops. Alright, hang on. Let me just... Yeah, alright. There we go. Yep. Alright. That's the spirit. I feel more relaxed simply watching you. A sight worth many years spent building this place. If it's not too much to ask, it's always been a dream of mine to take a walk through this forest with someone from a terrace. Could we maybe... Well, you want to hold hands too? Sure, Growingways accompany you. Keep him at your side. Let's walk together, Growingway. His Growingway is almost as small as my minion. Hey, what up? I was thinking, Joanna, that I could be more helpful to you by teaching you a little about the moon and what it is we do. When we were first created, the moon's sole purpose was to hold the zodiac, and there was absolutely nothing to be found here. Actually, Heidelin gave us our first task: furnish the moon with propulsion systems capable of facilitating travel to other stars. It sounds impressive, and I suppose in some respects it is, but it was only possible thanks to all the knowledge Heidelin shared with us. We also had a lot of time to get it done. 6,000 years, give or take. Damn. Shit. But anyway, let's keep going. You guys will live for a long time. I know you guys not only put you in stasis, but I assume you still have to be alive for a lot of that, right? What the hell? What do you have to say about this? I thought this was a healing circle someone put down. Ask if you can taste the rainbow crystal. Oh my god, can you taste the rainbow? What? No, I'm not sure what it is you do with the crystals in the terrace, but we don't eat them. And certainly not this one. It's possessed of all 6 elements: wind, lightning, fire, earth, ice, and water. We use crystals like these to maintain the moon's elemental equilibrium. It's worth mentioning, though, that because of Heidelin's influence, being the embodiment of tranquility and stasis and all, manipulating the elements here is different than it might be on a terrace. Conjuring a fire would sooner dry your clothes than singe them. For example, put simply, the etheric conditions are ill-suited to growth. Because it's stagnant. Because Heidelin. Which is why the surface is mostly barren. Of course, this was all necessary to keep the raging energies of Zodiac in check. Also, there's so much Heidelin energy that the Zodiac active energy did not even at all do anything. Another science lesson of the FF14 universe, of how light is more stagnant, while the dark energy is more active. Interesting. Thank you, Growing Way. Let's stop by here. This may come as a surprise, but we didn't begin building the habitable. God, what? Oh, okay, I can't read today. Oh my god, it's habitable. Why couldn't I know what that word was? Oh, my brain just had a fart. Oh boy. We can begin building the habitable areas until after the propulsion systems were ready. Considering how long it took, I wish we'd started sooner. Who would have thought we'd need 4,000 years to make all this? Was that on top of the 6,000 years, or...? Oh, no, wait, no, you just said we couldn't begin making this until the propulsion system was ready, so... 10,000 years in total! It certainly wasn't work you dare rush either. We had to create infrastructure and countless supporting systems, some of which wouldn't be operational until hundreds of years later. And then there was a brief period where our productivity came to a screeching halt, when the bizarre red satellite was sent up from a terrace. The Alligan's mischief, I think. We thought maybe some new nefarious actor was colluding with Zodiac. All we could do was stand by and brace ourselves for the worst. I can't tell you how relieved we were when Heidelin informed us of its destruction? Oh yes, there was much joyous humming that day. Wait a minute. Heidelin was like, oh yeah, they're totally gone. But, the downfall of the Alligans. I could have sworn I remember that Emmett was like, yes, I founded the Alligan civilization along with the Garlemald's. That they were part of the plan. But then they got destroyed. Well, both places got destroyed for very different reasons. But was Heidelin part of the reason why the Alligans were destroyed? Because they were going to mess with the moon? You have anything else to say? Nothing like a relaxing stroll to forget one's worries, eh? Sometimes on strolls, you gotta not walk the path, Growing Way, even if it's just a little bit. Get off the beaten path sometimes, you know? Say, do you notice anything particular about treetops? I mean, apart from the fact that there are massive crystals and not trees. A little bit. I'll give you a hint. It's golden rings emanating from the glowing spheres. Okay. Oh, those ones. Or those ones. There's a lot of them. Along with a device fixed near the ceiling, we fulfill a role similar to our... They fulfill a role similar to our sun. And do so better even. The sun and similar celestial objects in the great expanse radiate energy that is harmful to your bodies. These rings shield you from that energy, while allowing you to bathe in the perfect amount of sunlight, or rather a close approximation to it. Wow, that's amazing. It helps defeat cancer. Pretty impressive, don't you say? Oh, and if you look closely, you'll see different types of trees have ever so slightly different curvature. Yes, indeed, this forest truly is the greatest. The developers really were like, let's plan a lot of things as to what basically the equivalent of a Noah's Ark would be. We have to think up a lot of different ideas and what the hell are those things? We call it scrappers. Scrapers? They're just walking around. What are these things? Do you have an explanation for why you made them and why they're attacking? There was something else I wanted to tell you about. Oh, right! The propulsion systems and habitat facilities were completed around 2,000 years ago, and with that, the most important features were fit for a purpose. Which was all well and good, except we still knew absolutely nothing about the present-day people of Adaris. Why not go and visit Adaris yourself, you might ask? Strictly forbidden. Where our technology or knowledge of the moon's true purpose exploited for evil ends, the results could be disastrous. Then there were a few more rejoinings, and it became increasingly difficult to converse with Heidelin. Fearful we might lose the ability to communicate with her altogether, we beseeched her to find people on Adaris we could trust to help. We were quite fortunate everything worked out as it did. When did you ask for this? Recently? Like, what, a day ago? Just realized what's name is All's Vale. That ends Vale. Imagine an expansion was called Ends Vale. With the exception of routine inspections and maintenance, we remained asleep and waited, hopeful Heidelin would find someone who would help us. And then we came along. Eventually she did, and although her power was waning, we were able to speak to them directly for a short while. No, wait a minute, there's somebody else. Who would you talk to? We shared with them everything we could, including our knowledge of the heavens and a means to travel to the moon. They certainly didn't waste any time with what we taught them. No more than a few years after that, our collaborators found a means to convey messages and supplies to us from down below. With all the letters, books, and other resources they sent, we learned enough to start making more meaningful changes to the moon. And now you're here, hopefully enjoying yourself as much as I am. So this is a person from Amarat, because, well, everything's big. I knew you would like Greatest Endsvale. Though, thank you again for coming here, by the way. I know it was just a walk through the forest, but it means a lot to me. There you are. I take it you've already received the Grand Tour. Shame we missed it. Growing Way, I've been looking all over for you. Yo, what up, Oriandre? Oh, is this about the teleporter to the residential area? No, never mind that. We have more pressing matters at hand. I will be calling an emergency meeting shortly, and your attendance is required. Really? I can't imagine why you'd need me there, but if you insist. We won't be away long, so you are all more than welcome to continue looking about the burrow. Now, come along, Growing Way. Before we arrived, you seemed to be in the midst of a rousing conversation with your guide. Did you learn anything of import? You told the Loporits that the Alligans died. They've been at this for 10,000 years. You know, all that jazz. Oh, 12,000, yes. They've spent 12,000 years preparing for this? With the appointed hour fast approaching, I could certainly understand their restlessness, but still. It remains to be seen if the people can be persuaded to evacuate when there are no signs of the final days. What's more, the technology of this place defies imagination. I doubt there are many who would readily come to terms with living in such surroundings. Whoever these collaborators are, unless they are oppressed of the world's most charming personalities or a means to forcibly evacuate people, they will meet with a great deal of resistance. Wait a minute, why didn't I just think about this before? She said, people that you trust. The Loprit said, can you have some people that you can trust to tell us how to be on the moon? And I've already come up with the theory. Why didn't I think about it? Oh my god, I'm dumb. It's the people of old Charlian. They're the ones that are like still been talking. They've probably been talking for them for thousands of years. God knows how long. I have no idea. Oh, I'm so dumb. Of course. They've been doing the great service for us and planning to move to the moon. So my theory was correct. It's the people. This is a forum. The forum of Charlian. Of course. Okay, it all begins to make sense. But why didn't they tell them, yo, maybe we should, oh, I don't know. Make the places smaller. Why didn't you mention that, guys? This place sucks. We've already told them more than you have. And also, of course, the food tastes stale and is only nutritionists. It's just like, it's only for nutrition. You could do whatever you want with it. And they made carrots because they didn't care. They just have 0 cents on seasoning. That should have been the first clue. Indeed, even if faced with annihilation, the decision to forsake all one knows cannot be made lightly. And Hyland has been in touch with the Charlians. Forgive me, friends, but I must beg your leave. There is another matter which yet begs mine attention. Of course, we can accompany if you like. Nay, that will not be necessary, if you will excuse me. Rianji, I trust you, but you could tell us what's going on, buddy. Huh? What do you suppose has tickled his fancy? Why did I say it that way? Tickled his fancy. You know what? In honor of this, I'm gonna eat this Archon loaf in front of him. Oh, this looks familiar, guys. Good. That's a cool ass outfit. Oh, that's the moon outfit. You bought the moon outfit too. I could tell by the goggles and the stripes. 'Tis clear now that the difficult decisions lie ahead of us. Preparing for the evacuation of Adaris is indeed crucial, but I am not yet willing to forsake our world and its reflections, and I trust I am not alone in my reticence. Ba, ba, ba. The final days will make brave fools of us all. Back to old tricks. By now, Tankred can tell when his friends are up to something. Yeah, it's good that you can. Did you hear Hanjay seem strange to you? More so than usual, I mean? I know he has a penchant for keeping his own counsel, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Would you go and see if he's alright? You still want to remain here to see what else we can learn of the final days. If you hurry, perhaps you can catch up to him. Hey, no problem, bestie. I'm on my way. On my pre-order mount. What is it? North? No, west. I'm heading west. That's good. It's probably around where Andrew's. Wait a minute. It's gonna bother me if I don't unlock this corner here. You discovered a new location. They're also attacking you. There you go. Ooh. Another fountain area. With a cleaner here. It's fine. I won't clean your clock. You're making the water good. For now. That robot scared of me. I actually had 8 hours of sleep last night. Impressive. I guess I had very little sleep yesterday. That is just like, and I came back from work. I played Apex with friends. I was just like, and I'm done. It's good thing I didn't stream Endwalker because I probably would have dozed off in the chair. Moping way. Are there truly more of your kind coming? I'd rather not be doing all this work for nothing, you know. I need some weed. Moping way. I think my favorite of the operates would probably have to be gunning way, bopping way, and memeing way. They're out there somewhere. I can't wait to meet them. Maybe popping and locking way? Those two, inseparable. How did you spot them? I can't even see them from here. They're so tiny. Oriange appears to be heading towards the entrance of Best Ways Burrow. And yes, I keep wanting to call it Besties Burrow. I know. The internet has made me stupid. Where's the teleporter? I think it's... I see it over here, I think. That's Gemstone Trader. That's not the teleporter. Maybe after teleport would be 8, right? No. Okay, we're going a long way. That feel when I don't remember where I'm going. I mean, this dude. Who's faster? It's a race. Race to the finish. They're beating me. You can't, you and your cum cloud, you can't beat my piss cloud. They beat me. Oh, they're in a cutscene. Okay, cutscene time. Time for a little movie. Uriange, what you doing? He's looking. Uriange ventures off in his Mara Lamentorum for reasons unknown. You must tread carefully, else he might sense your presence. I kind of want to see what he says when he spots me. It's like, verily, I was just getting some weed. Getting the moon cheese. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed. It's cloud. Hey, what up, dude? Is that the matter? I just want to see what he would say. Okay. But we're about to see what he's gonna say a lot of times anyway, so you know, fuck it. There he is. Get to listen to this banger again. Okay, everyone's here. Oh, that's because Argos is there. Argos. Hey. Hey, buddy. No, that's fine, Argos. I gotta follow, this dude here. It's fine. Stand still, Argos. Don't move. Didn't notice my cloud. My piss cloud. It's fine. No one's there. It's just your imagination. It's your conscience, Urianger. He's running away. Fuck. Run! Run after him. Otherwise we'll lose him. Ah. Hopefully my ears don't poke out. Why you running, bestie? I just want to talk. Oh shit. Orianjay! Oh, that was a lot easier than the other quest line. He's looking at this moss.
Thine arrival is timely as ever.
Did you know I was here? Then why did I do all that? Damn it, Orianjay.
Thou didst chance to overhear my conversation with Livingway, I presume?
Only some bits.
'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again.
Why do I keep asking you to? Come on.
Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity.
Maybe you should have been a rogue or ninja.
When Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life, I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Menphilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain brokered by my hand were the scions robbed of a dear comrade and Flamine her beloved daughter.
Hey buddy, it's okay.
Two souls.
Oh, the moon is dark now.
Whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable.
That's actually, is it always dark in this
Would
position?
not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives. Ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction. Dearest Moonbritter,
Oh god.
face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians.
Hey, she joined us of her own volition, buddy. It's
Her hour
okay.
of need, I did naught. Dutiful disciple of Louisoix, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants, born of everlasting regrets.
She would have been a great
Most days I
companion.
put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation.
Did you want a hug?
The calamity of Amarot was a tragedy beyond reckoning, one which must never again come to pass. Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot? How do we make peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity?
We're just human. We're mortal. We can't do everything. Have faith in yourself and your decisions. Take heart and protect well those you can.
Sage counsel indeed.
I feel like I heard that from somewhere and then I forgot. But hey, thank you to that person who told me that.
I see. Wisdom as befits.
Oh yes. Never mind. Thank you.
Curious that he should think thee in need of such encouragement.
Thanks, Worm.
Strange.
Oh, Worm?
Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly.
I feel like it's been never. The plot has not needed this moment until now.
My supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts.
Why the man with the Shakespearean talk making me tear up?
As for the Loperit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond.
Mm-hmm.
'Twould be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before.
Now let me read this over again.
And today.
Because sometimes it's hard to read through your dialogue, Rianjay. Dispense with all pretense, bear one. Ah, yes. You know, it's tough to open up. Is someone going to be watching? Is this why the camera angle's like this? The Loperits are looking.
What are they saying? Curse these ears and her bugger all.
Dude, you wish they were bigger like mine. I have the big ears.
No matter. We've got our plans.
That's smirk. Like, yes, we have our plans. Reminds me of that one meme image of the cat just going. That would cause mischief. In truth, my reason for traveling hither was to effect a plan of mine own. A plan in which we pave a way forward for us all. May, I say, for there is no guarantee of success. 'Tis the reason I set out alone. That failure, should it come, would be mine to bear alone. Was this gonna be dangerous? Were you gonna die? Yet thou standest before me with the proffered hand and open heart. 'Twould be remiss of me to refuse thy amity, and so I ask, wouldst thou join me on mine endeavor? Oh hell yeah, let's go. What is the plan? Thank thee for accompanying me. 'Tis a simple plan in truth. We shall not be long away from Bestways Borough. Difficult decisions must needs be made in the coming days, but I nevertheless believe we are of one mind in our desire to save the people of Adaris. Are we just gonna call it Adaris now? We called the planet Hydaelyn for so long. We're all just gonna adjust. Well, all the history books gonna have to be rewritten? To make clear our resolve of the Loperits, I would offer them a gift, but it's just making doth require a most singular ingredient. Okay, so we have to make him a gift. Oh, Christmas comes early. Or Starlight, in this case. Do we need carrots? Please tell me we don't need carrots. An abundance of spongi. Excellent. I chanced to spy this aggregation when crossing Zodiac's erstwhile prison. Using a spell taught me by Numo, I believe these shall suffice for the gift I would fashion. A magic requires considerable concentration, however. Might I prevail upon thee to stand watch whilst I perform the incantation? Me and this pudding. We block an enemy's path. This could be mine. I should go help them. You know what? Whoops. Get him. No worry, Andrew, we got you. Are those enemies coming in? Wait a minute. Oh, I'm supposed to look. I was supposed to look at the destination. I thought they were just randomly appearing. I just helped this random person go through there. Oh well, that's fun. I think another enemy shows up. Take that. My cool combo. Miss. Awesome. Stand watch at the designated location. I think at this point there will not be enemies anymore. Getting rid of my pillow for a bit. Surveying the nearby area, you see no sign of potential threats. This would be a good opportunity to see how Rianji is faring. Ah, got it. All right. Rianji remains fixated on his work. There, 'tis done. A magic ink, every ounce as efficacious as the craft as that crafted by the Numo. Rare is the occasion I would conjure mine own, but it is nevertheless most useful skill. A resulting product is admittedly possessed of no preternatural properties, but its hue is one of mine own choosing, which I pray the Loporits will appreciate. Joanna, Rianji, thank goodness, I thought you had been eaten, or had perhaps fallen into a crater. Hello, Loporits. What are you doing out here? Y'shtola has been looking all over for you, Joanna. She says she needs to speak with you about something most urgent. Dire, even. She is also quite clear that she wishes to speak with Joanna alone, which means I'm afraid you must stay behind her, Rianji. But worry not. It just so happens we need your help with an errand, delivering a package from the Watcher's place. The best ways burrow. It's quite large and heavy. Perhaps it's even too heavy for we poor Loporits, and we would be ever so grateful if you could lend us a hand. Suspiciously convenient. That's convenient. Suspiciously convenient. Are you insinuating I would betray the trust of Highland's chosen? Or worse, do anything to risk getting on Y'shtola's bad side? She's clearly not one to be crossed. No one made to wait. Now, off with you. Worry not, Joanna. I shan't be long. Okay. I trust you, Rianji. Let's go back. Wait a minute. There is can I go past this area? It's like, your stolen needs you. Yeah, but you know what else needs me? The Ada Current. I didn't get that one inside the Best Ways Burrow that I did not. I'm stupid. Oh, well, too late now. Wait, northwest. It's on the other side of the chasm. Also these locations. And Sinus Tormenti. Downfall Alarum. East. Can we go into the Alligan spaceship now? Ooh. Heimdall's last sight. Damn. Wait, Heimdall's here? What was Heimdall in the MCU? Was that Idris Elba's character? I think it was. I think he died in that movie. It was like the first death in the Infinity War. That was when I was like, oh, we found someone exposable. Also, Idris Elba, I assume, didn't want to do those roles anymore. There's an elegant spaceship here, though. Can we go inside it? I want to go in it. This the entrance? It's probably we can go in through the teleporter. Okay, we're good. I was about to say, like, what? Downfall Hunter. Let's fight this thing. Let's see how it is. It looks like a predator enemy. It looks like a Destiny enemy. Boop. Boop. There we go. Cool Destiny enemy there. There's a Fate over there. Where the fuck is this thing? Don't worry, I gotcha. With these rebooted droids. Perhaps in response to changes to the lunar plane, the weapons of Alec have reawakened. Of course they have. Well, I'm not surprised. When aren't Alligan weapons reawakening? Last one. Forgot that you have to be right on them. There we go. Got some 14 bicolor gemstones. If it counts. 161 yalms from here. There it is. Hang on. The hell? Why did I put a 9 in there by accident? Let's do... Can't do upset? You mean it can't be a plot? Oh, that's why. Can't believe it's gone. Also, I always like them when I can see stuff in the background as well, so we're gonna just, right here. Mm-hmm. There's probably some settings to save it always specific to FFXIV, but I just forget to always put it on. We could keep going over there, but we'll save that for later. Let's continue the storyline. There's also quest. 2 8 current quests are right there. 2 carrot crimes and carrots. It's what's for dinner. Give no shit. It's only carrots, all day, every day. Delicious. I have Mountain Dew voltage. Last night I felt sleepy around 9 o'clock. That's how tired I was. But I had to get up and go buy some snacks because I was worried I'd be up too early. Because sometimes my body forces me to fall asleep even just for a couple hours, like 5 hours or so, and then I wake up. That being said, I went to sleep and around 10:30, because I went to go out and get the snacks. And I woke up at 6:30. That was like 8 hours of sleep. So it's kind of crazy that I did that. And then I went to go buy breakfast anyway, so I could have bought the snacks later, earlier in the morning. But whatever. What up, moping way? Still moping? As you do. What image is this? It's a little hard to see if you're on the portrait mode. Actually, the text is hard to see the image in general. Team using Paladin to stop. Asking Paladin to stop using Clemency at 90% HP. And then the Paladin. Okay. That's what the image was. I can't even read the own images that I've added in the fucking chat blocker. That's how smart I am. Hey, Dankwood, what's so urgent? Everything alright with Orianja then? That's a relief. Oh, but back so soon! Oh, Joanna, we thought you would be away for far longer. I had to talk with Orianja. A dire emergency. I said no such thing. But as you are here, I could use your assistance with one small matter. Running Way, a companion of Growing Ways apparently, has much to tell us of the final days. The problem, however, is that he is determined to live up to his name, refusing to stay still long enough to us to hold a conversation. Awesome. Is there anywhere he's likely to stop and rest, or perhaps there's a way to slow him down? What's rush? I was thinking we should wait here, maybe enjoy a cold mug of carrot juice, and... No? Well, if it's really that important, you can try using these balls of mouse flesh. Not to be confused with the other thing. Or moose flesh. What the fuck is moose flesh? Ahem. Running Way's other notable feature is his insistent chatter, So you'll have no trouble finding him in a crowd, and when you do, try lobbing your balls at him. Crude, but if it proves effective, he was here in Greatest Ensville last we saw him. Let's split up and find him. Okie dokie. Search your surroundings for running away. You move the camera, zoom in, and then hit them with the mouse balls. Unassuming location. Do not hit the unassuming lopperates. So much to do, so little to... Ow, that smarts! If I wasn't meant as a joke! If I was meant as a joke, it isn't funny! Just fucking hate this random lopper, like, yeah! Answer the questions. What are the final days? Huh? Yes, I'm running away. Do you mind asking why you hit me in the face with your balls? Or Mose flesh? What the fuck is this? I'm highly knowledgeable about the final days. Huh? That's the most ridiculous thing I've heard since I woke up. Who told you that joke? As if we got the time to look into the final days when there's so much to do before the great voyage. It's true that Hyden did impart to us some knowledge of the event, but I know about as much as any lopper around here. Less, probably. I don't expect why anyone would think it's funny to go around telling people I'm an expert, but they better hope I don't get my paws on them. They're distracting us. Sorry, I could be of more help, but if there's nothing else, I have work to do. And I'm off. Okay. These distractions have gone on long enough. I was remembering the line, these have gone on long enough, and I was like, where's that from? And it's like, I thought it was a Final Fantasy 14 thing. It's like, oh, it's from the 16 trailer. But the crystals have controlled our people long enough. Oh, no, you caught him? I mean, well done, you. Any luck? I tried near the entrance, but there was no sign of him. They're distracting us, Stola. Come on. Let's get the hell out of here. You could find neither hide nor hair of him. Oh, I could find no hide nor hair of him. How did you fare? Did you say that on purpose, by the way? I know you spelled hair with A-I-R, though. So he knows no more than the others. Care to explain yourself, Growing Way? Well, you see, I misremembered. Yes, that's it. I misremembered. Terribly sorry about that. I'm afraid I'm drawing a blank, though. Try as I might, I can't remember who I was thinking of. On an unrelated note, what of Urianger? I assume you spoke with him earlier, but did he say when he'll be returning? He said he had some business to take care of. On his way to the Watcher's Palace with Livingway. Between Growing Way's sudden lapse of memory and our lack of other leads, maybe our time would be better spent lending Urianger a hand. What? Hold on a moment. It's all coming back to me. Yes, I remember. The information you're looking for is in the archives. Yes, that's where you'll find all sorts of useful knowledge, including the pertaining to the final days. No. Let's go talk to Urianger. Fuck this. I've had enough of you all giving me the runaround. I'm beginning to grow tired of these games. If some scheme was afoot, surely Ryanje would be the first to see through it. Then again, he does tend to give others the benefit of the doubt. The heart of the matter. Oh, I finally get the 8 current. Fidgeting nervous energy. But what is it? From excitement or worry? Oh, what to do, what to do? I promised living way I could help. I would help, but... No, I promise I'd help. So that's what I'll do. The archives are on the 2nd floor of the main plaza. The eastern wing. Follow me. Watch this is the dungeon. I suspect the Loprits are up to something. But if there's ought to be learned of the final days, I think it's best we play along. For now, at least. Now that I think about it. You have a tank, healer, and DPS. We could do this dungeon, except for the fact that we don't have the other DPS. If you were a tank player, aka me, I don't have another DPS. Ryanja could maybe go back to being a rogue. That was his soul wanting. If he's still so good at it. It's up there. Cool. That's one problem. Where the fuck is the teleporter? I forgot where it is in this area. It could be one of those circle things, obviously. Knocking way. Name that way. I think I'll start doing those quest lines when I'm near the end of this area. I got like a level lead on this on the entire MSQ though, so we're fine for now. There it is, the teleporter. So wait, where is it exactly? I didn't even check. Those wait, it is up. It is up. I can see the arrow. Oh, go. No, go past that. There we go. Yeah, there we go. No, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Hello, growing way. What do you want? This better not be a wild goose chase growing way. The archives are right through this door, but it seems to be locked. I guess we'll have to find, have to go and find another, whoever has a key. Growing way, enough. If you have naught else to tell us of the final days, you need only say so. We can ill afford to be wasting time here, as you well know. Did you yourselves not tell us we must act quickly? Yes, we did, but the moon has to be the perfect paradise for the people of Adaris, and we're running out of time to make everything ready for their arrival. We hoped you'd see the wonders we have to offer, but you've found nothing but faults and flaws in our work. Only one of you saw our potential, so you others must be kept here. Ah, so that's Living Way's game. Run us about in circles, and failing that, lock us away so we can't put the plan at risk. Everyone except Ryanje. He understands what is at stake. What must be done. I fear you misjudged us, Growing Way. Never have we decried the notion of us using the moons as a means of escape. That said, my heart breaks at the thought of abandoning Adaris and her reflections to their doom. If there was a way to avert the final days, I wish to find it. We all do. We may fail, but our efforts would never be at the expense of your plans. But why would you take that risk? There's no room for ifs and maybes now. The people of Adaris will escape here to the moon. They'll be safe, and we'll finally get to see all their happy, smiling faces. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave. We just can't. Are we prisoners now? Is this how you want to play it? Growing way? They're attacking us! Oh my god. We got moon books. Oh, moon books got just floating gemstones on them? Is that a black mage spell? Is that a white mage cane or a black mage cane? That's actually a really cool ass idea for a cane. Is it small? It looks one-handed though. Do what you must, but try not to hurt them. I'll be back in a moment. Don't do anything rash while I'm gone. You don't want to do this. You know, we are very strong. If we dally, they'll overwhelm us with sheer numbers. I say we knock these ones out, split up, and make our way to the exit. Agreed. Let us reconvene where Argos awaits outside. Did you just leave me with all three of them by myself? I mean, I could take them, but still. You were under attack. Surrender! It's alright. Let's take a little bit of this. Take a little bit of that. We need reinforcements. Oh, whoops. Oh. Ha! Too strong. It's alright. I'm just gonna knock you out for a little bit. You can take a little bit of a nap. A mouse. A bunny nap. I don't know why I said mouse nap. I always think about moose. $2,000. We have to save them. Alright, time to make our escape. Where's the exit? On the other side. This is a quicker way, actually. Things are dire. We must head out now. We'll get there soon. In 5 years. No one's really attacking us, so I think we're fine. Literally, we only got like about, say, what, 10 of them attacking us? Almost there. Open the gates. You guys are here. How'd you go? There you are. Didn't rough them up too badly, did you? Nah, they're fine, probably. Good, you're here. We must hurry to the Watcher's Palace to find Urianger. Where are you leading him?
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Yeah.
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here.
No, he doesn't. You just. Oh, whoops! I'm so sorry.
Living way. But I cannot, in good conscience, proceed with this plan.
The time has come for you and for you to return to Adaris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond. Oh, okay, that's what you said.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
I'm sorry, but it is a little too late.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing.
A little too late for us to move on and leave. We must stay.
Oh, bugger!
Hang on. Let me speak to these buns.
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure. It is clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
True that.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Well, you know, you made new names and all
An
that.
expression of the self, a declaration of one's hopes and aspirations.
True.
Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Atheris is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous reason!
I don't even know that word.
Labyrinths were born of Heideland's love for Atheris. That shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and possibilities. For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed. All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly, to serve and serve well. That goes for all of us, don't you see? So help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe. If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Oh, sad bunny.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men and your own kin besides. Singing Way, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Atheris are beyond counting and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we've met.
I don't know your name, but you know, you're cool too.
My name is Pudding Way.
Dude, pudding is delicious as fuck.
Pudding Way. Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure. But one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words. A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate. And Living Way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker. When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance.
Oh my god, I would
One
love to have
day,
seen
I
that.
posed to her a question of mine own. What does it mean to live? After much contemplation, she proffered this answer. The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee
Aww.
friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but
I, too, still labour to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee.
I've made a Fantasia, so now you can be whatever you want.
The waters of Aetheris.
Oh.
Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it.
Actually, the water is clear, but okay.
The people
Struck like
need
some blue
not be
sky.
persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Living Ways Compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
Mm-hmm. Look at this water.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order.
You gonna stay here?
Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort.
Yeah, buddy.
To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reed's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home. Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
Thanks, buddy.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
I'll split up for now.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind, if being the operative term.
It's my feeling flower. Oh. That flower. How came it into your possession? Island gave it to me. Also, you came here. Hey, what up? How's retirement doing for you? How very like her. Guided by its light, you may come to know her true intentions. Intentions which remain a mystery even to us. So you don't even know what she wants. Awesome. I thought you knew all the answers. In our time, we called it Elpis. You would do well to remember the name. Okay, now I get to call it my Elpis. Okay.
I hate to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Do you have a new outfit for us?
Nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests.
One that's a little bit better than what you were giving us?
And the others.
Yeah, we did just beat them up.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Aetheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts.
Yeah.
And circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Yes, please tell us who they are, even though I think I know who they are.
The Charlian Forum, yes?
I'm glad that you were quick on the uptake as well.
What? How did you know?
It was pretty obvious.
The more I heard, the more obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A
Yeah.
telling coincidence would be an understatement.
I'm glad she's like, yeah, I picked up the
Though had we
context
taken it
clues.
upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans.
But now we know it, and everyone
Let us
knows the full
continue this
plans.
discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
Man, I won't believe half the shit we just said. Except for the fact that I will not be going yet. I need to fully explore this moon before we head on out. Because I think the quest is ready to tell us it's time to go. We're near the 8th right here. We'll just turn in the quest and then fly around for a bit. 'Twas a relief to see Living Way was pleased with my gift of ink, to serve and serve well. Though their knowledge may be lacking, their boundless love is blessing without peer. It will be no easy task to prepare them for what needs to be done. Gladly do I embrace this duty, even if it doth necessitate that we part ways for a time. Forgive me my absence, but I have the utmost faith in you, and all our fellow Scions. When next I return to Adaris, I pray I find you all in good health and good spirits. Yeah, buddy.